Jagadguru. In our Shastric tradition, there are some guiding principles facilitating smooth journey while understanding Prasthanatraya, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads and Brahma Sutras. Dehali Deepanyaya, it is one formula, one of such formulas. When we keep deeper a lamp on the top, it will shed its light on both sides, discarding darkness on both sides. That is how that deeper lamp play the role of discarding darkness and spreading light, illumination. That is how in our Shastric tradition some special chapters will be put in between the main theories to be portrayed and projected. I have been telling about the whole gamut of Bhagavad Gita containing 18 chapters, how it is scientifically structured, how cogently all 700 shlokas classified under various headings, yogas, Upanishad. We know there are 18 chapters. The first chapter, the first gamut of the text, containing 9 chapters. It deals with yoga, various kinds of yoga. Though yoga is one unifying theory for spiritual upliftment of mankind, just for convenience of understanding of seekers, there are various attributions added to that yoga, like Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, Buddhi Yoga, Abhyasa Yoga, Bhakti Yoga we know. Buddhi Yoga word it is repeated 3 times in the whole Bhagavad Gita. Buddhi Yoga actually contains all various kinds of yogas. Buddhi Yukto Jahatiha Ubhe Sukrita Dushkrite Buddhi Yogam Upashritya Machittaha Satatam Bhava. All these statements are given. In the second chapter, Buddhi and Buddhi Yoga, these words repeated 10 times. So this first gamut of this whole text, 9 chapters, they deal with mind tranquilizing techniques. Because you know, a person, one who is there as a seeker, representing all of us, Partha, he got burning mind, he represents that mind. His mindset is of that kind, of that sort, of that category. So that boiling outside, burning inside, mind is to be addressed by Parthasarathi Paramatman, the great master, preceptor, whatnot, everything. Embodiment of spiritual science. He is there to address that type of mind. Partha and Parthasarathi dialogue going on. Wonderfully structured, well heard, well assimilated, well internalized, then well portrayed in 700 slokas by great master, spiritual master of that time, S-VYASA. So, first part it deals with problem and solution of problem. The first chapter it deals with Vishada. What is that Vishada? I told you. Combination of three types of upheavals, psychological upheavals. Ching, Kro, Bha. Three syllables we can understand. Chinta, Krodha and Bhaya. Combined becomes Vishada. Chinta means negative thinking, overacting to the world outside, or taking small things in a very high rate, which causes so much heavy burden on our own psychological condition, causing all type of 9 type of problems: vyadhi, sthana, samshaya, pramada, alasya, vidati, bhranti darshana, alabdha bhumikatva, anavasthitatva, all this enlisted by great Yogacharya Patanjali. And dukkha, dormanasya, angamejayatva, shvasa, prashvasa. One after one. So Partha is representing this type of imbalanced mind. So that is to be tranquilized. That is to be made calm and quiet. That was the challenge before great Yogacharya Sri Krishna. So, from the 11th shloka, Ashocyan Anvashocastvam Prajnavadamscha Bhashase Katasun Agatasuscha Na Anushocanti Panditah. Starting from this very first shloka, Krishna goes on projecting all various kinds of yogas. Various kinds of yoga? Only just for convenience of understanding. But it is one yoga. It is Jivana Yoga. Another name is Buddhi Yoga. It is. There you can bring all various kinds of science of spirituality. It is called Sankhya Yoga. It is not Sankhya means Kapilacharya Sankhya, some Prakriti Purusha. No. It is Samyak Khyayate Atma Tattvam. That is how it was projected by Shankaracharya. So it is science of consciousness. Atma awareness. Consciousness, awareness. That is called Sankhya Yoga. That is very well portrayed in the second chapter. On the basis of that science of consciousness, Krishna takes up Karma Yoga. Then karma becomes yajna. Otherwise, karma becomes, it is so jaded, the routine type of work, where all monkeys, donkeys also involved and they do it very well, more than us. But our karma, it is not like that. It is part of yajna. How that karma, ordinary activities, including breathing, eating, every activity, it can be converted, transformed into yajna. That is how everywhere Krishna puts transforming technique. how karma can be converted into yajna, how ordinary knowledge, information oriented can be converted, sublimated, transformed into wisdom level, enlightenment level, highest cognitive expansion level. That is how very well portrayed in the second chapter. In the light of that Sankhya, we go for Karma Yoga. So that ordinary karma, actions, motions, gestures, all they are transformed into yajna. Yat karoshi, yat ashnasi, yat juhoshi, dadasi yat tat kurusham adarpanam. So that touch of divinity, that spiritual touch, makes all gestures, motions, everything into yajna. So beautiful it is, Karma Yoga. Again, dhyana, it comes in the 6th chapter. Dhyana, even ordinary animals, birds also do. That dharana, it is there in them. Because they also channelize their mental energies. But its aim will be just to get, just filling their belly. For that they are in search of prey. For that they also channelize their mind and catch their food. Just for selfish. So that just mere channelization of mind never becomes dhyana. It is only fixation, objectifying our mental energy on some particular object. It is not at all dhyana. But how to make this channelization of mental energy into dhyana? How to transform it? Because we also have, even a small child also channelizes its mind. If some ant is moving from one end to another end, even small child, that child also looks at with fullest rate of concentration. Because that draws its attention, that movement of ant, it draws its attention with so much intensity, it watches that whole moment. So that this mere channelization is not dhyana. If it is transformed into high, if it is plugged to the highest power center, then only it becomes dhyana. Mere channelization of mind, no. That is why we must know the technique of transforming our channelization of mind into dhyana. That particular technique, it is well portrayed in the 6th chapter. That is why it is called Dhyana Yoga. Shuchau deshe pratisthapya sthiram asanam atmanah natvichritam natinicham chailajana kushottaram tatra ekagram manah kritva yata chittendriya kriya. So beautifully told. That is how we have to channelize our minds. Channelization is one, but it must be plugged to the highest spiritual center. Then only it becomes dhyana. That is how mere channelization, fixation of mental vritti, modification of mind, how to transform it into dhyana. That technique is very well portrayed in the 6th, 7th, 8th chapters. 9th chapter also. That is how this formula, what is that? MTT, mind transformation technique. It is well portrayed. In all these chapters. So in the middle of this, and again when we start with 12th chapter, 13th chapter, 14th chapter is mainly dedicated for Gunatraya Vibhaga. How this Sattva, Rajatama, they dance in our day-to-day activities. How they cause both upset and downfall. If it is Sattva content, more than upset of Sattva. If it is Tamas, more downward movement of mind, which causes downfall and pitfall of human mind. And human journey will be tragic. So this analysis he does it in that. And then we go to Purushottama, then we go for 17th and 18th chapter. All 12 aspects are taken for psychoanalysis. So beautifully structured. 12 aspects of human life are taken for analyzing on the basis of Triguna Vyavastha, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. It starts with Shraddha. So 17th chapter is called Shraddha Traya. Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. Then it is the ultimate 18th chapter. There again 6 aspects taken for analyzing. So Shraddha, how devotion can be Sattva oriented, Rajas oriented, Tamas oriented. That is how he goes on taking Shraddha, Ahara, Karma, Yajna, Tapas, all these aspects of human life he takes, and wonderful psychoanalysis has been structured, done. It is there in those 2 chapters. A culmination of whole text. That is called analysis of human mind. What it is, whether it is Hiranyakashipu mind or it is Prahlada mind, whether it is Rama mind or Ravana mind, in that Lanka only, whether it is Kumbhakarna mind, Tamas oriented, or it is Rajas oriented, Ravana mind, or it is Sattva content oriented, Vibhishana mind. 3 are there. In Sri Lanka only there are 3. That is why it is not a mere Lanka, it is Sri Lanka. Because Vibhishana is there. It is not only Ravana and Kumbhakarna. So, these 3 minds are there. This is called whole gamut starting from 12th chapter, which mainly deals with Bhakti Yoga. Then the 13th chapter, which mainly deals with Kshetra, Kshetrajna Yoga. All these aspects, they deal with human psychoanalysis part. Who is this Y? Who is this X? Who is this Z? Who is this man? What is this mindset? All these are well portrayed. Wonderful guidebook, workbook for psychology, psychoanalysis. These so-called modern psychoanalysis are mere, very shabby, very superficial. When we take all these aspects for psychoanalysis. So in between these 2, that means 10th and 11th chapters, these are like our garland, golden, where one special gem will be put in the middle of the whole garland. We in Sanskrit call it Nayakamani. Nayakamani means very highly adored gem, put in between that neck, that necklace. That role is played by these 2 chapters, 10th and 11th. So this Vibhuti Yoga, which is the main part, some bonum of 10th chapter and 11th chapter. It is, first one is Vibhuti, then it is Vishwarupa. Vibhuti and Vishwarupa, these are the main master keywords of these 2. This Vibhuti and Vishwarupa, Vibhuti is what? It is only multiple manifestation of that one thing. How that one thing becomes many things. So one thing is everything. But everything is something. Very interesting formula, you have to understand it. One thing is the real thing. So one thing is everything. One is what? That is Narayana, that is Shiva, that is Sat, that is Brahman. Many names, but only one thing. Ekam Sat. Vipraha Bahudha Vadanti. So that one, that is everything. How it is everything? It is well portrayed in the Vibhuti Yoga. That deals with philosophy part. How one is everything. Everything is something. Nothing actually. There are many such formulas. For Buddhists, it is from nothing to nothing. Shunyavada, nihilism it is called. It is Madhyamika philosophy of Nagarjuna. That means, though you see this much multiplicity here, this is nothing. Because it has come from nothing, Shunya. That is one school of thought. But this Veda-based cosmology deals with one thing appearing many things. The real one is one. So this is called Eka Vijnanena Sarva Vijnana. This is Upanishadic terminology. But the most modern scientific terminology for this theory, it is called theory of everything. Theory of everything, which was highly projected by the latest physicist, Stephen Hawking, Heisenberg, etc., etc. They are in search of that one, theory of everything. So the latest physics, it is in search of this theory of everything. They were formerly they were just moving around articles and particles, molecules like this. Many names were given. The smallest quarks, all such names are given. Even another smallest, that is called some God particle. God particle means there is no place for God. Only it is God particle means it is God for particles. God in particle, no. Because they are not in search of God in particles. They are again they are dwindling. They are just going round articles only. Anu, Renu, Trina, Kashta. But there are some insightful greatest scientists like Heisenberg and Einstein himself. He got that humbleness. We have limited power, so we cannot unearth this mystery of universe. So that we have to search and search. We must not conclude. We must not put full stop for this search. With all humbleness, he told Einstein. So some scientists, they have taken this message from him and went ahead. They also say we have to go for theory of everything. That theory of everything, all pervading, all encompassing, one holistic, one, it is there, but it is not searched by us. We cannot prove it by our systems, so that it is supraclinical. That supraclinical one, which is everything, that is to be found out. For that, the Upanishads are the only source books. With all humbleness, all greatest physicists like Einstein and so many, they have agreed. This humbleness is needed. With this much humbleness only we can go to that reality, so that we can unearth that mystery of universe. For that, these two chapters help. Because it is Vibhuti on one side, Vishwarupa on the other side. So these two master keywords help us for unearthing that everything, theory of everything. With this scientific insight, let us study these two chapters. Om Tat Sat.